So what is economic development? Sort of the strict definition of economic development is taking actions that result in increases in standard of living for residents in a particular place. And that usually happens through wealth generation. So what are some of the approaches we use to try and make that happen? Well, the traditional one has been retention and recruitment of primary employers. And primary employers are the group of employers that are exporting some of their goods and services, and in return they're bringing new dollars into the community. And typically we focus on retaining our existing employers first. We already know the people in the community. We can get out and talk to them about their challenges and their issues. It helps us understand who we are as a community, what our challenges are, what our strengths are, what our opportunities are, and some of what our threats are. And in engaging those local business people, we not only gain valuable information about who we might go out and try and recruit, but where we need to improve who we are as a community to attract those new businesses, and who we can work with in our community to help us attract those new businesses. There used to be an embedded assumption in going out and attracting new businesses that assumed that workers, that labor, would follow wherever a new capital investment was made. As jobs became required more technical skills, as the workforce began to shrink with the retiring of baby boomers, it became the case that people contemplating a new plant location or a new capital investment had to go to places where there were already highly skilled workers and compete for them. It's become more important for communities to create the kinds of places where highly skilled, highly talented workers want to live. Place-based strategies used to be something we called quality of life. It had to do with the 400 days of sunshine that you had and the beautiful view of the mountains, and those things are still important. But we today talk more and more about quality of place as opposed to just quality of life. Quality of place includes quality of life, but it also includes very deliberate investments that communities have made to make their place more attractive to highly skilled and highly talented workers. So parks are a great example. Those kinds of things are things that make a place more attractive to highly skilled, highly talented workers. And then we have people-based strategies. And people-based strategies encompass the world of affordable housing development, of education, of workforce development. All of those are critical things in attracting new businesses and attracting new people to your community. So let's talk a little bit about the specifics of developing an economic development strategy. Like all other plans that you develop for your community, it has to flow from your community vision, and it has to link directly to that community vision. It has to be authentic for your community. Not all communities are going to want the growth that accompanies business recruitment or large business recruitment. Some of you may be looking to fill specific niches. And I was working in a rural community recently that was really focusing on the retirement population as an explicit part of their economic development strategy. But they had no health care services, and they didn't have a pharmacy. So for them, those become critical targets in their economic development strategy. EDCC can help with these activities. We can provide educational services. We can come in and facilitate conversations in local communities. We hold regional conferences. Our website has a wealth of information. We have data that all of you can use to help in your decision-making process.